Hi folks, I want to bring you up to speed with something that's happening today, which is that I've developed mild symptoms of the coronavirus, that's to say a temperature and a persistent cough. And on the advice of the chief medical officer, I've taken a test that has come out positive. So I am working from home, I'm self-isolating, and that's entirely the right thing to do. But be in no doubt that I can continue, thanks to the wizardry of modern technology, to communicate with all my top team to lead the national fight back against coronavirus. And I want to thank everybody who's involved. I want to thank, of course, above all, our amazing NHS staff. It was very moving last night to join in that national clap for the NHS. But it's not just the NHS, it's our police, social care workers, teachers, everybody who works in schools, the DWP staff, an amazing national effort by the public services, but also by every member of the British public who's volunteering. Incredible response. 600,000 people have volunteered to take part in a great national effort to protect people from the consequences of coronavirus. I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody who's working to keep our country going through this epidemic. And we will get through it. And the way we're going to get through it is, of course, by applying the measures that you'll have heard so much about. And the more effectively we all comply with those measures, the faster our country will come through this epidemic and the faster we'll bounce back. So thank you to everybody who's doing what I'm doing, working from home to stop the spread of the virus from household to household. That's the way we're going to win. We're going to beat it, and we're going to beat it together. Stay at home, protect the NHS, and save lives.
So guys, can you see how a leader is supposed to be? Can you see how and why their people always trust them? Because you are supposed to lead by example. They respect their people and their people respect them. And the people have power. They are so powerful more than even the so-called elects, those who are leading them. But our own case in Nigeria is a different ballgame entirely. See what has been happening. See the way they have been painting everything and what have you. See what is happening. He came out and addressed the issue. Even before now, he has been addressing the nation. Some people will tell you, oh, it is the style of the president. That is arrogant style. That is arrogance in every form, in all ramifications. It is arrogant. What is there? Oh, maybe the president cannot do this, based on what, based on logistics or based on, situation or circumstances that is beyond them. And immediately, the vice president will be there. That does not take anything from him. And that was why you could see that, oh, okay, for the fact that we are even talking about Atiku, okay, Atiku this and this and that, maybe they are coming out because he's unlike our politicians, very unlike them, that something of this nature will affect them and they will come out and say it. It's very unlike them. Maybe because they know that there's no way out. Of course, people still give a kudos to Atiku. He came out, he was the one that even, made the whole thing known. Because maybe he must have known that maybe whichever way, even if he does not say it, the masses can get to know through other means. So he just felt that maybe it is already out. There's no way of hiding it. So let people hear from him. People are saying like, oh, okay, you still came out. And people started praying for him and all of that, praying for his son. We know that nobody is perfect. There are some things that people are still really holding on to him. Good and fine. So, but in our own case, our president, he does not speak with anybody. It's not even because of this thing that is ongoing. He does not speak with anybody, whether because of, even if it is not even because of sickness or what have you. Or that means the competence is not there for you to be able to address, because no matter what he wants to say, people will still pick error. People always say, oh, they're always finding error. No, because if you are competent, you are competent. You are not competent, you are not competent, because in everything, when you think that people are going to be looking for your mistakes, you can imagine people were like, oh, insinuating that the president didn't want to address the country just because he could not pronounce the corona whatever. People were laughing over it. And lo and behold, exactly, people were able to preempt him, and it came out the way it was even worse. I was just like, how did people really know that this man could not really pronounce this thing? And when he now did that 20 3 seconds video. They call it address. I don't know where that one is done in the whole world. And it came out that it was horrible. And somebody was even saying the media team of the presidency of the president, they need to be sacked. You know, for them to have even brought that little clip, to carve that little clip out, they couldn't. There was no way. There was no magic they could have done. They had to just release it like that, and it was a mess. It was a mess that one will not say, oh, this is my president. It does not work that way. Is it by force to say you want to be the president? You don't have what it takes, and you are just there. You are just there wasting people's life, toiling with people's life, playing with people's lives, and somebody will come and be defending that. That is not the way it ought to go. Why should we be managing somebody that is not, in all ramifications? We don't need to be politically correct because it's affecting our lives. It's not fit. In every ramification, in all ramifications, it's not fit to be the president. Honestly, I can't just continue trying to patch what is not. That is the way it is. If somebody can just sit down at home and arrogantly be telling you that that is his style, he spoke to people. A lot of people are coming out for the Femi Adesina. Why are you speaking on his behalf? Does he not have mouth? They were asking him if it were to be a campaign, it would be all over. But Adesina, he tried to manipulate, try to justify it. But of course, he's trying to deceive himself because he's not deceiving the masses. The more they try to paint or to carry this man, the more they are just denting him. And since the day he granted interview before election, when Oshibajo was trying to patch him or he was trying to help him to answer questions, and they were telling him, Oga, relax now, not be there, make the man answer for himself now. He has mouth. Let him talk. Why are you speaking for him? The man was answering OP out of points. And that they are now saying, so is this the person that want to be the president again to continue? And lo and behold, of course, a lot of people will tell you, oh, nobody voted for them. They did all manipulations, which it is the norm. The next thing they will tell you, after PDP, you always do it, always doing that. They always rig. And that is why people said, okay, we don't want PDP, let them go. And you are coming to do the same thing, and you are telling us, no, every bad thing that happened during that PDP era, you come and tell us, and you want to justify because they are doing it. Then why are you there in the first place? They would have continued with them if you are going to be doing the same thing, because now things have gone from bad to worse. That's just the way it is. And that is why you see that now people are still on, okay, the president must come and address us, because nobody trusts them. Most especially what happened during Yar'Adua's time. People do want to do that, but unfortunately, a lot of people are not even paying attention to it. Nnamdi Kanu has been saying his own. Nobody wants to pay attention to it. I don't know what kind of thing they have blown into the thing here that people just breathe in, and people don't just want to, I don't know the kind of word, the particular word I really need to use. People don't just care. I know a lot of things have contributed to that. Some people are just frustrated because some people have, tried to make sure that they try to voice out their mind, but somebody will just come from nowhere and say, go and sit down. What do you want to do? A lot of things like that. Some people, ignorantly, they don't even know what is happening. What happened during Yar'Adua's time? People don't want a repeat of that. That was how they hid everything. They did all manner of manipulations and all of that. It was when they now saw that the center could no longer hold. That was when they now came to blow it. And some people are still giving this late Dora Akunyili that she was the one that just, she was able to let Nigeria to know what was even happening as at that time. And the same thing now, what is there for you to address, even if it's 5 minutes every day. And that is the person that has been holding this country for the past 4 years. They are patching him. That's why people are saying, even what we have been hearing, okay, different from different quarters. If that is not the problem or that is not the issue, then let him come and address us. You could see Boris Johnson, he addressed the nation. Nothing, there's no big deal about it. And before you know, everybody will move on. They will be praying for him. He will get the attention, he will get the treatment he deserves. Nobody's going to say this and this and this and that. But by the time you always hide things, you always say, try to make seem that you are the best or you are whatever. And meanwhile, in the real sense, there's nothing like that. It is just like, it's like a scam. All the things they complained about the past administrations, they are doing worse things and they don't want people to talk about it. They are bringing all manner of things to shut people down. This is how you see a leader. He has come out, and nobody's going to be saying, oh, it's like, oh, we heard this, we heard that. People are saying, if the president, if everything is fine and okay, let him speak to the people. Let him speak. If you want to debunk that, if you want people to believe you, let him speak. Because the power lies in the hands of the people. The people, they are the ones that are supposed to be they are the ones that are supposed to be, to be above, not the other way around. But these people, once they get to the position, they become demigods. Nobody can talk to them. You can see how a leader came out openly and said it. So you are not going to be hearing, oh, yeah, no, it is not true. Oh, it is true. Or somebody will be, I don't even know it's a deputy. I don't even know somebody who is a spokesperson. But in this case, it's only the spokespeople. They even have to. If Gaba does not talk, Femi Adesina will talk. We want to hear from the president. Femi said, no, you cannot hear from him. Because of what? Because that is his style. What kind of style is that? We are supposed to be dictating to him. So guys, that is just what is happening, just to buttress on what Boris Johnson. The only thing is just, this is how a leader is supposed to be. That is how a leader is supposed to talk. But this one, we don't even know where he belongs. We don't even know where he is. Even from his voice, that 22 seconds address that he did, I think he did it for himself, not for Nigerians. We have timber and calibers in this country, and yet see the person we have chosen as president. It's a shame. It's a shame. Some people, they will not go into the direct the main issue. They will be looking for your personality to attack. The message, let them talk on the message. They will not be talking about your mother. Your father did this. No, leave the father and mother. Leave the person alone. Talk on the message. Talk of the way it's supposed to be. Not you diverting attention. Because they cannot even justify it. Because they know it is shameful in the first place. So guys, let us hear your opinion. Leave your comment below. And let's have your take.